Ever feel like the best days of your love life are behind you? Maybe you're scrolling through social media, seeing all these young couples, and thinking, is that it for me? Well, I'm here to tell you something that might just change your perspective completely. Science has a surprising and wonderful message for us. Your love life is not only not over, but it might actually be about to get a whole lot better. Let's start by busting a huge myth. Society has this obsession with youth, especially when it comes to love and romance. We see it in movies, TV shows, and advertisements. Passionate, whirlwind romances are almost always portrayed by people in their 20s. This constant messaging can make anyone over 30 feel like they've missed the boat on true, exciting love. But what if I told you that this picture is totally incomplete and in many ways just plain wrong? Recent scientific studies are painting a very different and much more optimistic picture. Researchers are discovering that as we age, our capacity for deep, meaningful, and satisfying relationships doesn't just stick around, it actually grows. It's not about losing passion, it's about gaining something far more profound. So, what's the secret? What magical thing happens as the years go by? It's not magic at all. It's a beautiful combination of psychology, biology, and good old-fashioned life experience. Let's dive into the science behind why love gets better with age. First up, let's talk about emotional intelligence. Think back to your younger self. How well did you really understand your own feelings, let alone your partner's? For many of us, our 20s were a roller coaster of emotional highs and lows. We were still figuring out who we were, what we wanted, and how to handle conflict without a complete meltdown. As we get older, we develop something called emotional regulation. A study published in the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology found that older adults are generally better at managing their emotions. They experience fewer negative emotions and are more skilled at navigating disagreements calmly. Instead of reacting impulsively to every little thing, you learn to pause, reflect, and respond thoughtfully. This doesn't mean you become a robot. It means you can handle the inevitable bumps in a relationship with grace and wisdom, turning potential conflicts into opportunities for connection. You learn to say, I understand why you feel that way, instead of just getting defensive. This single skill is a game changer for relationship quality. Next, there's the power of self-awareness. The journey of life is a journey of self-discovery. You learn your own strengths, weaknesses, triggers, and what truly makes you happy. You're no longer trying to be someone you're not, just to impress a partner. This authenticity is incredibly attractive and forms the bedrock of a solid relationship. When you know who you are, you're better equipped to communicate your needs and boundaries clearly. A 2017 study on long-term couples found that partners who had a strong sense of self-identity reported higher levels of relationship satisfaction. You stop looking for someone to complete you and start looking for someone to complement you. This shift from neediness to wholeness allows for a partnership based on mutual respect and genuine connection, not dependency. Now, let's address the elephant in the room: physical intimacy. The common narrative is that it all goes downhill after a certain age, but science tells a different story. While the fiery, hormone-driven urgency of your youth might change, what often replaces it is a deeper, more connected form of intimacy. Research from the University of Minnesota suggests that older adults report high levels of sexual satisfaction, often higher than their younger counterparts. How is this possible? It comes down to quality over quantity. Older couples often have better communication about their desires, more trust, and less performance anxiety. They moved past the insecurities of their youth and can focus on mutual pleasure and emotional connection. Intimacy becomes less about a physical act and more about a shared experience of vulnerability and love. It's about knowing your partner's body and soul inside and out, and that's a level of intimacy that takes time to build. Laura Carstensen, a psychologist at Stanford University, has done extensive research on this. Her work shows that as people get older, they tend to focus on and remember positive emotional experiences more than negative ones. How does this apply to love? It means you're more likely to appreciate the small, wonderful moments with your partner. You cherish the morning coffee together, the shared laughter over a silly joke, the comfort of their presence. This focus on the positive creates an upward spiral of goodwill and affection in the relationship. You're actively building a bank of happy memories, which strengthens your bond and makes your life together more joyful. Then there's the simple, powerful factor of shared history. When you've been with someone for a long time, you build a unique world together. You have inside jokes that no one else gets, a rich tapestry of memories from vacations, challenges you've overcome, and milestones you've celebrated. This shared narrative is incredibly powerful. It creates a sense of we-ness, a team identity. Navigating life's storms together, whether it's raising kids, dealing with job losses, or caring for aging parents, forges a bond that is incredibly resilient. Research on long-term relationships consistently shows that couples who feel like a team are happier and more committed. You're not just lovers, you're partners in the truest sense of the word. You've seen each other at your worst and have chosen to stand by each other. Our relationships can sometimes take a back seat to these other ambitions. As we get older, our priorities often shift. You've climbed the career ladder, you've built a life. And now you have the time and wisdom to truly invest in your partner. This intentional focus on the relationship can transform it. You're no longer just fitting love into the cracks of a busy life. You're making it the main event. And when you give your relationship that kind of attention, it blossoms in incredible ways. You know what you want and, just as importantly, what you don't want. This clarity is a superpower in the dating world. You're less likely to waste time on incompatible partners and more likely to recognize a genuinely good connection when you see it. And if you're in a long-term relationship, this is an invitation to appreciate the beautiful evolution of your love. Recognize the strength you've built, the wisdom you've gained, and the deep connection you share. Your love isn't fading. It's maturing. It's like a fine wine, becoming richer, more complex, and more satisfying with every passing year. The science is clear. The frantic, often insecure love of our youth evolves into something calmer, deeper, and more resilient. We trade drama for stability, anxiety for trust, and performance for genuine connection. We learn to love ourselves, which allows us to love another person more wholly. We build a shared history that becomes the foundation of our partnership. So, the next time you worry that your best days in love are over, remember this: you are not past your prime, you are entering it. The greatest, most fulfilling love of your life might not be a memory from your past, but a beautiful reality waiting for you in the future. Embrace the journey, trust the process, and get ready to experience love in a way that your younger self could only dream of. Thank you so much for watching. If this video resonated with you, please give it a thumbs up and share it with someone who might need to hear this message. And don't forget to subscribe for more content on living your best life at any age. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Have you found that your relationships have gotten better with time? Let's talk about it. See you in the next video.